Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest game ever made. Ever. I am, as always, um, listen, we need spreadsheets. Okay, Mike Romano, if we don't have spreadsheets, how do we know we're playing the game correctly? I don't even know where to start with this one. I mean, I kind of know where to start with this one because this game, this game may surpass Quest 64. We'll see. Thank you, Blade Ball. I will jot that down for Stranger of Paradise. Secret of the Stars. I want you to first, let's say thank yous. Let's say thank yous and shout outs to Mr. Red, Melkor Blade, Emperor Valerian, MPPY, Von Falkenstein, Magmag, Third, Xylom TV, Hourglass, Crystal Ships, Shagai 25, Fuzzy Duck, Sakage, Sonic Doctor, Diesel Edge, A Pack of 12 Ninjas, Zira Hunter, Darth Mordor, G. Joe Rulv, Dream Whisperer, Reggie Brock, Mike12192, Die Shrink, Zed Slayer, Thy End of the Line, Klaus, Tazara, Arthist, Tazale, Jesse's Mask, Bragwin, and most importantly of all, the person who put this on the list, and who is also our majority shareholder by a huge margin, Savacom. Thank you, all of you, very, very much for all of the support. We'll see how this goes. This game sucks. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. We've actually shown this game off before when trying to show off terrible games before. This is the Legendary Edition where we are going to be going after the source of evil for the entire world, Tom Cruise. Now, I mention all that because this is like there's something. If I could just be honest for a second, there's something relaxing about having what is, for all intents and purposes, a punching bag of a game. This isn't Fallout 1, where the game sucks, but a lot of people love it. This isn't Psychonauts 1, where it's a beloved classic, but it sucks. This is Secret of the Stars. No one gives a damn. So I don't have to be like, oh, well, I could see why. No. This game just is crap. It's just crap. And we could just treat it as crap. And there's just, it's just relaxing, It's just, oh, man. Yeah, I've heard plenty of people speak positively about Quest 64. In fact, I got a comment just last week. It was actually a really great comment. It basically boiled down to, yeah, no, this game sucks, but I still enjoy it because ... It was a pretty cool comment. I liked it. But that was about Quest 64. There's still people who like Quest 64. I look forward to seeing if anybody actually tries to defend this game. But let's talk a little bit about the behind the scenes, as we are wont to do, because you're probably wondering, how is this game so crap? Well, it's actually really simple. Tecmo, who do not know how to make RPGs, and who have never made RPGs prior to this point in time, said, oh my gosh, RPGs are making money. We should make an RPG. And this is the game they made. Let's put this into a little bit of perspective, okay? When they started making this game in Japan, there were two massive blockbuster games that had very recently come out that are the main impetus behind this idea. Dragon Quest III and Final Fantasy IV. Both of those were blockbuster games, especially for the times, and pretty much proved the viability of the JRPG genre. In fact, between the two of them, they defined the JRPG genre. Because if you remember, we've actually discussed this before, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 and Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 weren't really JRPGs. Mostly they were just aping the existing RPGs that had predated them, like Wizardry, and just kind of trying to do whatever with them. So in this case, now the JRPG has been fully codified. We know what it is. We know how it operates. Cool. Let's make our own. This is going to be awesome. It's going to make so much money. And So when this game finally came out in Japan, it came out in the wake of Final Fantasy V. Now, that may or may not mean anything to you, but FF5 was another rather well-received, very well-selling game. Hang on, it gets worse, because this game took a while to come out in the States, and when it finally came out in the States, it came out a full year after Final Fantasy VI, which also means it came out after Chrono Trigger. This is why trend chasing pretty much never works. Now, there is trend modifying. That's different. Saints Row did trend modifying. They're like, let's make a GTA clone. Oh, that sucked. Okay, let's make our own thing. And they kind of branched off to do their own thing. And then we have the Saints Row series. That's different. When you're trend chasing, all you're doing is trying to start from zero back here and trying to catch up to those people who are way over there because they've already been doing this for longer and better. And this is true pretty much across the board with regards to companies, with regards to fast food, with regards to movies. Do you remember how the DCAU was trying... Excuse me, I said that wrong. The DCMU was trying to catch up to the MCU, and they failed because they were trend chasing? In fact, actually, I got a better example. You remember when, I forget the company, I think it was Warner, was trying to make a monster movie verse, and that fell apart so hard they actually failed completely and stopped making those movies. Universal, it was Universal, thank you. This is in many ways bullet point syndrome. There's a reason I have that phrase, and it's one of my older phrases. It's because someone looked at something, put down a bullet point, gave a sub towards the Dragon Age block. Thank you very, very much. And then after they got the sub, they said, all right, boom. And what we get is this crap. Let me write that down really quick. Now, we do have cheats available, but as usual, the goal is going to be to not cheat. So we'll see how long that lasts. This might take us most of the week to get through by sheer virtue of how terrible it is. Hang on, let me try to line this up a little bit better. There we go. Let's just do this. Ugh, blinding. Now, what Crazy North says is interesting because what Konami was doing was not trend chasing. What? Oh, it's you. I know you're here daily. As you know. First line of dialogue, as you know. Do you like my books that much? If you want, feel free to read any of the books from the bookcase. God, the graphics are terrible. I see you picked that book. I guess you like adventures. That's the most exciting adventure story I ever had and wrote about. I found the best friends in my life through that adventure. I've literally seen NES games that look better than this. Yes, they really were our stars of hope. I love it. I love it. The first line of dialogue in the entire game is an as you know. By the way, the translation in this game is awful. As in, one of the worst ever. This is probably going to be a triple negative localization. Just so you know. But anyways, what Konami did wasn't trend chasing. What Konami did was saying, huh, RPGs are performing well. Let's try to make one of our own. And I know that sounds like trend chasing. And if it does, then I'm not explaining myself properly. Because trend chasing is much more... Oh, that's successful. Let's replicate that without any effort or work or budget or support or any idea what we're doing whatsoever. And let's not try. Let's not even make the attempt. Let's just crap something out. Yeah, Fallout 76 is a good example of a trend chaser. This game is a good example of a trend chaser. Now, the really weird thing is, this doesn't happen often, but every now and again, there are a few games, or movies, or shows, or books, or whatever, that start as trend chasers. I already mentioned this with Saints Row, but start as trend chasers, and then they're like, hang on. That sold enough to get a sequel going. Why don't we try something else with that? And, ironically, a good example of that would be Arena, which then got Daggerfall as a result. Thank you, Warpcore. Always appreciate. I'll put that down for FTL. Yeah, exactly, Mortal. It's, like I said, it's confluence of circumstances. So, there we go. Buttons, hello. My name. Oh, let's go ahead and punch in my name here. It's disorienting having it be all in caps, but whatever. And thank you, Noel. Yeah, no, this game has a weird amount of notoriety to it. So I imagine a lot of you have actually heard of this game. I doubt any of you have played it to substance. No offense. And Noel, if you want to put that towards something, please let me know. You wouldn't want to play this game to substance, right? Okay. End. We're done. Let's talk bricks. One of the things, anybody who knows me knows, one of the things I am really, really big on is brickwork. I am a huge proponent of brickwork and proper brickwork design, whether it's sprites or 3D graphics or like a matte painting on the backdrop of the game, doesn't matter. Brickwork design, the visuals, the background visuals that contribute to the vibe, feel, and tone of the game you're playing are important. I want you to look at those bricks for a second. I want you to really look at them for just a second. Because you'll notice that there's this overwhelming predominance of orange and brown. And it actually starts to make the whole picture blur a little bit. Then you've got the fact that they're trying for some level of complexity, but what they did was they created a pattern of circles in the tiles of the bricks. And then they did the same thing with the wallpaper. It's just a different size and different template. And so what we have is this infinite cascade of circles, orange-brown circles, on this light gray thing, and it just makes this. I swear this game came out in 2006. This whole thing is blurring together. One of the other things I tend to think about is visual distinction. Now, I can tell where everything is here, but honestly, a lot of this screen is just making me go, ooh. Breath of Fire 3, you got it. One moment, let me jot that down. It's a joke, Roman. I'm making fun of the brown era of gaming. This game came out in 93 in Japan and 95 in the States. Good morning, runner. Looks like it's gonna be a nice day today. Are you still searching for the crest of stars? That crest was your father's. It is very precious to you. Thank you for telling that to me. It's good to know that I very much value this item that belongs to my dad, that I have been searching for a long enough time that you're asking if I'm still looking for it. I hope you find it. Be very careful, we have had many earthquakes lately on the island. The earthquakes have caused many wild animals to inhabit this island. Wait, what? So... Hold up. So, there's... And all the animals are like, sweet! There's a party going down there! And you know what it is? The animals, the herds... I mean, you've seen Lion King, right? Stampede. The stampeding animals come in, which makes more of an earthquake, which makes more animals come in, which makes more of an earthquake. And it's like, yeah! There's just this giant kegger going on with the animals. Oh, it is, Yura. This is our life now. Oh my god, it looks so terrible. I could make better sprites than that, and I'm not that... Well, okay, I'm decent at it, but still. Look at how god-awful this looks. I don't even know where to start with this nonsense. Do I start with the one type of tree that is everywhere? Do I start with the fact that there's like, they've just took the pattern for the grass and turned it on its side for the tiles, for the road here? Do I point out that this person down here, like, looks like there's something wrong with his face because of the lack of shading or detail on him? Do I point out how bizarre the water looks? Oh my god. It's okay, we've got a well. And what looks like a 2-story house of doom. Hi, Runner. How is Mrs. Sonia doing this morning? What? She didn't sleep well? I wonder if she's cranky. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, me too. Plum is the island's specialty. This fruit is very delicious. Would you like one? Try eating them when you feel weak. They will give you strength. Why is this my menu? Yeah, so that's our first potion. No information on what it does, of course. Yeah, who needs information in game? Get used to that sound, by the way. Okay. With context clues, I can understand most of this screen, but you want to hear my first favorite fact about this? Later, 12. Hang on, there's actually a better thing there, though. Other than my con being okay. No, my favorite thing about this is actually my speed stat. You notice we have 4 stats. Power, luck, defense, and speed. Luck is the usual thing, right? Kind of. We'll get to that in a minute. Power is obvious. Defense is obvious. Luck affects whether or not you can be critical hit, or whether you can get, what do they call them? I wrote it down. What do they call them? Sharp hits. That's it, sharp hits. Crit hits and sharp hits are the same thing, by the way. Anyways, but then you have speed. Now, anybody who's ever played an RPG ever, please tell me, what do you think the speed stat does? Whatever answer you're about to give me is wrong, by the way. Literally, no one's gonna get the answer right. Hi, Savacom. We've already had 2... We woke up, Savacom, and our mother said, "Hi, how much longer are you gonna spend looking for that amulet? You know, it was very important to your father, and you care about it a great deal." So lots of good, interesting, valid answers in chat. You're all wrong, of course, because here's what speed does. It changes the order in which people go in combat. Hang on. For the first round only, and then every other round after that, it's completely random. Like I said, no one was going to get that right. Hey, let's get some experience first. Very important. Remember, all the animals are being caused to inhabit the island because of the earthquakes. So auto is a thing. The way auto works is you do it's terrible. It's your baseboard auto attack, which literally means you just fight. And that's it. Hang on. Let's see what our later is. So we need 8 later. Uh-oh, Pigmans. I mean, this is a NES game in all but literalness. I guess that doesn't make... You know what I mean. This is a NES game that was ported to the SNES, and frankly, a lot of early JRPGs were like that, including Final Fantasy IV, which predates this game by 2 years. We need 2 more later. Well, actually, it's... I got my dates a little bit screwed up, so here's how it worked. Here's how it lines up. I saw it come. Oh yeah, by the way, someone asked earlier, this has nothing to do with Secret of the Mana. So, this game came out in Japan roughly when Secret of Mana was coming out in the States. That's the distinction. 93. This game came out in the States in 95, which puts it well after Secret of Mana, and after Chrono Trigger, and after Final Fantasy VI, and Earthbound, and basically everything else. So we gained a level. Now we're at Lakado. Nice place, nice place. This is the town of Lakado. Cool. Hey, Runner, what's up? Later, Runner. Oh yeah, stat gain is random. There's a range of stats you can get when you level. God, their sprites look so terrible. I'm this tempted already to give a negative to sprite work and brick. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. This game looks awful. I could, Crazy Norse. You could also do it with just regular saves. Speaking of which, we should probably save our game. It's been a minute. Alright. Yep. Let's save our game. Let's save our game. Okay, so we can't save on the overworld. I think I've actually already shown that off. For those of you who've seen the original stream of this, forgive me for a little bit of repetition, but I'm assuming nobody saw that. Quest 64 had 0 positives, Savicom. I hear that there's a cave somewhere on this island. There are also stories of ghosts living in a lost cemetery. I hear Jeep Volcano is still active. If that is so, then the earthquakes from the volcano have made monsters run wild. Lately, those homeless cats have been fighting. Can you help me? I warn you, don't venture out alone. Those monsters are running wild out there. Meow. Meow. I am just your everyday normal cat. Not! Oh my god, it's... I don't know what it is. I'm Cat Boo! You! I don't like the way you look. I'll beat you. Like the eye patch. Mini boss music. So we're dead. Thank you, Mr. Red. I will jot that down for Celeste. I like how you can tell we're dead because we're, you know, turned into a statue. Now, in the interest of fairness, they do the Breath of Fire thing, where the penalty for failure isn't terrible. It's probably one of the closest things to a positive we're going to get in this game. So let's go to the coffee store. Coffee shop. Very important. This is no place for kids. Leave now! But I want coffee. Who is this kid? And then he falls asleep immediately. Do I lose money? I'm actually not sure. I wasn't keeping track, so I don't know. So, naturally, in the coffee shop, we have a girl in a bunny suit. Oh well, kids can't play here. Runner, my oh my, has it been such a long time since I've seen you. I see you've grown to become a great adventurer like your father once was. Your father was a proud and brave man indeed. Somewhere out there, your father rests in peace. It is unfortunate that the final resting place of such a great man remains undiscovered. Can I, like, get some food to heal me? No, okay. What's my history blitz of the game? I'm gonna jot this down as familiar. I've never beaten this game. I have played it several times, and it's been fascinating, especially since the speedrun of this game is astonishingly boring. This is a weapon shop. Explain! Weapon! No special effects. Weapon! No special effects. Weapon! No special effects. Okay, good. Now, I don't have 120 gold. Darn. Okay. This is an armor shop. Noble hat. I like my noble hats, personally. But the left suit. That's the best one. I like to think that that's the suit you wear when you need to forget. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate you as always. The music's inoffensive so far. That's about as positive as I could get about it. I'm hedging a little bit on that because I know that we're going to be sick of this music inside of an hour. Ooh, rat tails. What's a rat tail? After using it, you can escape from the cave and so on. I love these descriptions. You can escape from the cave and so on. Recover some or all of your HP. Unpoisoned your body. Let's see what's in here, shall we? Oh, hey, look! I'm Uncle Save. I travel around the world recording great adventures past. Will you tell me about your adventure? Would you like to continue your adventure? Well, good luck. Wait, wait! Let's go to the one bookshelf. Okay, we're good. Still looking for a way to heal. A short time ago, I heard an evil voice coming from the volcano. It sounded like someone was laughing. See you around, Elizar. Get some good rest. What have you heard of Tom Cruise? I've heard he is the evil monster who is trying to rule our world. Runner? No. Oh, sorry. Runner? My name is David of Custera. Your father was the great Aquatalion. Runner, Tom Cruise's evil power is increasing. Our world will be consumed by darkness if he is not stopped. You must seek out the crest of stars soon. Then you can be called Aquatalion Warrior. Only when you become the Aquatalion will you be able to defeat Tom Cruise. The crest of stars is located somewhere in the mountain. Hurry! Runner! Hurry! Okay. Will somebody tell me a fairy tale? Yeah, once upon a time I played a game called Final Fantasy IV that was better than this in every way. Oh, you've met him. I don't know what he told you, but don't buy all that strangers tell you. So the Tom Cruise thing is a joke because it's actually called Hom Cruise. But it's really similar, and I've never stopped seeing it as Tom Cruise. So we're just going to keep calling him Tom Cruise forever. However, if you want the boring, real explanation, it was actually a mistranslation of homunculus, which is his actual name. I mean, honestly, Tom Cruise is already a homunculus. That just makes sense. See if we can rest at home, shall we? It's right here. Why do we live? Who are these three people who live outside? Do we have squatters in our yard? Is that what's going on here? Is that what this is? Oh my god, we have servants. Hey, we can heal. Hang on, chat's being weird. Which lore run do I recommend people watch first? I mean, honestly, the Right to Hell Retribution lore run, but other than that, let's see, what's a lore run I'm actually proud of? The Diablo lore run, the StarCraft lore run, the WoW lore run, and the Final Fantasy Proper Remake lore run would be my picks on that. Okay, so, we have healed, right? I should probably check that. Okay, we've healed. But it's one of my best works, Crazy Horse. That's a fair point, though. That probably shouldn't be the first thing you see. Excuse me, ma'am, I heard you had a problem with cats. Hello, Runner. How is Mrs. Sonia doing? I'm really proud of her because she cared for you after your parents passed away. After your parents passed away. Fight me? Yeah, they decided to go back to the past. That's what it was. Hang on. No, I think technically we hadn't talked to this person yet. So now, No, that was the boss battle. And this lady over here, who we just talked to, is the one we just talked to. Lately, those homeless cats have been causing issues. Okay. Well, right. Anyways. There's nothing here. Did we just soft lock the game? Hang on. Oh, what's the name of this stupid place? So there's Jade Volcano. Are we not on the world? Where are we? Hang on. Where are we? Staring at the overworld map, trying to figure out where the heck we are. Okay, so there's nothing here. Cool. Are we not on the world? Is that what this is? Do we not exist in the world? No, there we go. There we go. There we are. Oh, we're in the middle of the world. Oh my god, we really are. We are in the middle of the entire world. But there doesn't appear to be anything in here either. Cool. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Go in here. We're gonna try this for the third time, I believe now. Fourth, something like that. Okay, hold on. Before I give this a negative for the game being soft lockable by losing a fight, let me look something up really quick. Oh god, that would be even worse. Hey, the boss might spawn. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that. Apparently, the game will deliberately prevent you from interacting with interactables until you hit the proper trigger. Now, most JRPGs do something like that in general, where you have to talk to the one NPC or interact with the one tile to progress. But usually that's in the framework of, learning where to go next or getting a key or something like that. In this case, if we start off the game and we don't talk to the woman in the initial house, the game will not allow us to leave the house. We cannot hit the door. We have to talk to her before we can go. And apparently that's a common trend in this game. So hang on. So blah, 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 blah. Yep, we already hit level 2. That's cool. Yep, yep, yep. Did that. Did that. Okay. Also, interestingly enough, if we don't, when we enter this room, we can't leave until we defeat Cat Boo. In fact, we've apparently run into 3 separate instances where we couldn't progress until we talked to an NPC. I just kind of stumbled into that. Okay, right. So we're just gonna do this now. Oh my God, Django, kill me. Hey, you ready for the funny part, Django? This game came out in 1995. In the States. It came out in 93 in Japan, obviously. I'm just saying, 2 years off of Fallout right here. Please, I need random encounters. Game. Game. There we go. See, I like the low encounter rate, but I do need some encounters here. It's got a level agility. I guarantee you could, Crazy Norse. Hell, I could. I don't have time. Hang on. Let's figure out what my later is. 20 later. I mean, I'm kind of with you on that, Junko. Let's go up here. Let's fight some pig people. Ah, don't do it, Mr. Red. We all know you hate doing highlight reels. Tell you what, Mr. Red. Once I take over the world, I'm gonna strap you to a chain you to a desk, and force you to do highlight reels forever, okay? Well, right now I'm trying to hit level 3, Django. In the basement with a box of scraps. There's going to be a box of scraps right next to you. So that's 6, I think, if I've been keeping track correctly. We need 20. Oh my God. These encounters are giving me 2 experience. I needed 20. Now I need 14. Okay, fine. I'll also give Mr. Red a cat, so that way he can smell like cat pee and dirt litter box as well, because apparently Savacom is even more evil than I am. Oh, that's a good idea, Hazardous. I like that. Now, what I'll probably do, Mr. Red, is if you want to be on the highlight team, we could do that, but I'll probably have a group of people grabbing and picking highlighters like we got a 20-hour game. So, you get these 5 hours, you get these 5 hours, you get these 5 hours, and each of them clips things they think are appropriate and dumps them into a single folder on the network. And then, one final person edits all that together into the final highlight reel. Something like that. I should probably check my HP at some point. Okay, I'm fine. Well, we're supposed to be at level 3 before we go to the first dungeon. Hey, we got 12 EP out of that one. We did it! We hit level 3. Let's go heal. Alright, so, Let's go to Jeep Volcano, because that's our next destination. This is a good time as any to mention, so like most JRPGs, when you level, people who are dead don't gain experience. Here's the really weird part. If you have a status effect like sleep, you also do not gain any experience. By the way, you want a JRPG with a low exp count? Paper Mario. Alright, so we need to get into the volcano. How do we get in? It is Jeep Volcano. It's literally called Jeep Volcano. That's not a joke. It's not here. Surely one of these is an entrance, right? I mean, you'd think. That was one step. One step. How's our gold doing? By the way, at some point I absolutely plan to do the glitch for infinite gold. You're probably thinking, which glitch? Yes, that is the correct answer. Because there's actually not just one glitch, or two, but there's close to like 30 glitches to underflow your gold in this game. I'm not joking. There's so many. There are so many glitches to underflow your gold. It's funny. It's actually easy to do relatively on accident, too. Thank you. Lessons learned. As always. And if you want to put those bits towards something, please let me know. Okay, so we've now interacted with every step of this volcano to get in. How do we get in? We'll probably be playing this all week, Mr. Red. I wonder how many people got to exactly this part of the game and then just stopped. Because they didn't know they could walk into the hill. And by remember, I mean they didn't know, because absolutely nothing indicates that. So yes, this is how we get into the volcano. Yeah, let's go ahead and jot down guidance and flow in our negatives bundle, of which we have quite a few. Really, Mr. Red? Did you know that Final Fantasy 1 on the NES Had clear indicators of where you can interact with on the overworld. Did you know Dragon Quest 1 on the NES had clear indicators for weeks? Now, unfortunately, I actually have to AFK for just a minute or two here. We're going to kill these pigmen. Someone do me a favor. Is there a Metacritic for Secret of the Stars? There probably isn't, because I was looking for several SNES games yesterday and didn't find any. Okay, so we're going to pause that for a second. Get a safety save. And get you some music to listen to while I will be right back. Or I could have the wrong playlist. There we go. Cool. Be right back. So, here's another little random thing for you. This isn't exactly a big metric for game quality, but one of those things that you can keep track of is how many speedrunners actively have run a particular game. In other words, how many people have finished a speedrun and then submitted the run, right? Quest 64 has 32 runners, for example. Secret of the Stars has 5. And we're dead. We're in the foam dimension now. Become Aquatalion, runner. My son, runner. Your task is to become an Aquatalion. I feel like you just said that. And beat Tom Cruise, ruler of darkness. Fight, runner. I mean, that's true for several games, but yes, Chris, you are correct. I have no idea, Blade Traval. We've gained the power of... flashing effect. The Star Crest! The thing we've been searching for years. That's very important to us. It will never be mentioned again. We've become Pennon. Finally, you are Pennon. I don't know what that means either. This is only the first step to become a Saint Warrior of Aquatalion. Even though you are a Pennon, you are still a kid. Whenever you get into trouble, feel free to call us for help at any time. We, Kustera, can switch and fight for you at any time. First, go destroy the Tom Cruise follower who lives in Jeep Volcano. Jeep Volcano has an entrance in the nearby mountain. Let's fight together until we destroy Tom Cruise. Later 7. Damn it, Asdus. So, this is the other party. This is actually the major gimmick of the game. We have 2 parties going simultaneously. This sounds like a cool idea. It's not. The way this works out is, so you notice he's level 1. I mean, you can already tell. By the fact that he's level 1, you can already tell the problem here. We have effectively just doubled the amount of grind we have to do. What's worse is the second party doesn't have access to any of the major spells the first party has. So they don't share experience, and the second party is demonstrably worse. That's true. FF6 did multiple parties. They know what they were on about. No, it was Red Fountain, Melkor. Big difference. Here's the funny part. You ready for this? Nope, hang on. So we have 504 gold. Oh, that's a lot of gold. Well, the reason we have that much gold is because the gold doesn't share between the 2 parties. Also, and you're probably already noticing the other problem, this means we have to go through almost every dungeon twice. Because whenever you swap, the other person just stops on the spot, wherever they are. Kairos. I think you're actually right, Crazy Norse. A lot of the issues we have here are probably bugs as opposed to features. Yeah, what's really funny is there's so many ways this could have actually been a cool system. They didn't, of course. We might actually die in this fight. No, we're okay. I mean, we're not cheating, which means we're not save stating. But David is finally level 2, so that's something. Yeah, I actually forgot about that, because if you'll notice, he has the hard suit and the mid-sword. That's the reason he's okay at level 1. So at least they didn't screw that up. I guess we'll find out, won't we, Fun Falkenstein? Everything I looked up indicated this is a long game. In fact, to give you a bit of perspective, the world record speedrun of this game is about 3.5 hours. Which that may not sound like a lot, but if you know anything about speedrunning RPGs, you know, that's a decent length RPG. That's a good point, Django, and I'm not sure. Also, I do have access to cheats and may finally pull the trigger on that, depending on how arduous this gets, but we'll see. Part of the problem is the last boss, which is terrible. None of it hazardous. That's the problem. So there's a glitch. I might as well talk about it. We're not going to do it. It's a really weird glitch. So, hang on. Let me try. So, you see we've got all this equipment, right? What you have to do... It's terrible. It's some of the worst I've ever seen, Django. I've seen NES games that look better than this. What you have to do is you have to have that last slot open, the shoe slot. But you have to have something that can go into it, and every other slot in your gear also needs to have gear in it, okay? Then, in combat, you go ahead and you equip the 4th slot, and what it does is the game thinks that you've just mega buffed your attack power. So you go from hitting for, to use a direct example, 2... to hitting for about 30. That's how the speedrun gets through the game. They do that in every fight. And you're probably thinking, well, that just makes it easy, right? Well, there's a caveat. Because what's happening, we're pretty sure, is that is calling the... There's actually a buff spell in the game to increase your damage. And that spell is Gradient. So, for whatever reason, equipping the 4th thing gives you the maximum gradient of that buff spell. But buff spells can be dispelled, and some bosses, including the final boss, have a dispel which just gets rid of all buffs, which includes that. So there's a couple of other additional things you have to do to make that work, because as soon as you lose that, you're dead. Now what's interesting is I don't actually know what I'm doing at this point, so let's go ahead and just swap. Now that he's in town. Let's head back to town, now that he's in town. What's our gold like on us? Terrible. Wow. Well, the funny thing is the glitch only works once per combat, Von Falkenstein. So if you get dispelled, it's gone. Of course, it doesn't tell me the actual stats of the item, which is what I was hoping for. So, you've played video games before. Where do you think we should go next, now that we've learned the great secrets of everything? No, speedrunners don't grind. I already mentioned that. No, what speedrunners do is they pray. I'm dead serious. That's the solution. If you're paying attention, that means you can do a speedrun of this game, which is a 3+ hour speedrun, get to the final boss, and die, and lose your run. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, speedrunners have this irritating tendency to use the word grind to refer to making attempts over and over at a particular run. So yeah, speedrunners will grind a game in order to get the right RNG in order to be able to complete the game. Yeah, of course you go to the other hills, obviously. Oh my god. It's whatever that is. It's a stun rat. Pigman makes sense, but why is that a stun rat? This is the legendary miracle of the Light Gate. Just past this volcano is the legendary gateway. In the past, obviously, so we need a time machine. There are 2 colors there, and only a chosen one can open it. Are you that chosen one? Ho, 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 ho. Is this some old dude who hangs out in a cave? Ah, here's Jeep Volcano. So hang on. Round 2 of that cave. Patches. You know, that would make a lot of sense. Shove. Hang on. I need to jot down some thoughts before I forget them. Because this is special. Alright, so... Yes, Avacom. If there was any positive I would give this game, by the way, it's a positive we have some precedence for. You know the one. So good, it's bad. I'm even going to jot that down as a potential. Oh god, craziness. I can already feel my brain breaking down. Oh yeah. Anybody want to guess the plot of this game right now? Go ahead, give me a guess. What do you think of the plot of the game is? All the way to the end. No, we already found the amulet, Von Falkenstein. Like I said, it'll never be mentioned again. Yeah, no. Here's the answer. Tom Cruise is evil. Go stop him. Now, I want to be very clear about this. Because you could jokingly break down a lot of stories into, like, one sentence. But I'm not doing that jokingly. I'm doing that literally. We already know the plot of this game. It's already been told to us. Tom Cruise is the source of evil and is trying to destroy the world. We need to stop him. That's it. That's the plot. This game was not received particularly well, Sabaton, no. You know, you say that, Blade Terval, and, well, I don't disagree. I just feel like pointing out that Final Fantasy I had a more involved plot than this. Also, Final Fantasy I had characters. They weren't much, but they were there. Yeah, Dragon Quest had more of a plot than this. And yes, the Dragon Quest series had already had its massive financial explosion with Dragon Quest III specifically, which sold like bonkers good in Japan, and is still considered one of the hallmarks of JRPGs, historically speaking. Hi, DirectD. The reason I keep bringing up Dragon Quest I and Final Fantasy I, by the way, is because this game was predated... Oh, we might be dead here. This game was predated... Never mind, we're good. By games by 5+ years that were better than it in almost every way. One of the most common defenses I hear whenever I review an older game is, oh, well, it's an older game. That does not apply here. Thank you, Gigapudding. And thank you, Gigapudding, for 2 years of support. You're awesome. Thank you. Let me, hang on. Gotta jot that down. Or, because that's an anniversary sub. We'll put that towards the 6.2 MSQ. And thank you and welcome to the 2-year club, Gigapudding. You remain awesome. Yeah, no, there's no excuse. There's no excuse at this point. Even if there was an excuse in general, which you know I'm not a big fan of that. Because I don't... Good design and good story is not endemic to a time. In fact, one of the things I did, just for the fun of it, is a real thing I did, just to prove a point, because I like hard data, is I sat down and I listed where every game came out timeline-wise, and then I listed their golden number. If you want to know what trend there was, I'm just going to tell you, because there was none. There were no trends whatsoever. Whether a game came out over here in the 80s, or the 90s, or the aughts, or the 10s, or the 20s, had no impact on the quality of the game. It was all over the place, because that's how that works. Thank you, game. Okay, Rock Volcano. I mean, Jeep Volcano. I would agree with that, Savacom, which is the real reason I did it. Too bad. God, this looks so terrible. Kustera can't pass this gate. That's true, because they all sucked, Melkor Blade. But, you know, that's whatever. The good news is I won't review any of those games, so those won't skew the numbers. Isn't that what you wear, Savacom? Like when you go out and fight crime with your cats? Powered by coffee? I mean, they're kids, Zactaff. They're just kids. Oh, that was 2 steps. Okay, fine. You can wear your gi. No tidy whities. But you still need to use coffee as your superpower. Now, can you create coffee or can you control coffee? Because you can only do one of the two. Wow, that is 3 separate hedgehog. How did I kill both of them with 1 hit? 3 separate hedgehogs in the space of 1 dungeon. I have no idea, Shihali. I don't track that. I would have to go manually track that. I guess I should say I haven't tracked that, but you get my point. I have not actually sat down and figured it out. Especially true since we only have 3 old JRPGs on the books at all. Or, excuse me, 4. No, 3. Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. And then Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Lufia 1 and Lufia 2. And Earthbound, I think, are the only JRPGs that are pre-aughts for us. We appear to be poisoned. Did I mention inventory doesn't share either? Swap! I don't know what you're talking about, Ross. Be healed. It doesn't work that way. So they're out of commission. Yeah, no, those don't count anymore, unfortunately, Shihali. So I would have no data there. See, I can't talk about Lufia 1 because then Savacom would kill me. But I anticipate this game will review worse than Lufia 1. And that's important because I believe Lufia 1 is currently the 2nd worst game on the RPG list. I mean, Lufia 1 has positives. I suppose I could check that. I keep being in the mindset of not alt-tabbing because of recent games. But I can alt-tab all I want to here. Hang on, so let me pull up the RPG list. And let's just sort by golden number really quick here. Let's see, Fallout better be on here. It is, okay, good. So, sort. So yeah, yep. Lufia 1 was negative 17.23, and Quest 64 is negative 32.23. I don't think this is going to beat Quest 64. But it's probably going to beat Lufia 1. God, those gameplay scores are something else. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lufia 1 will be pushed up to the 3rd worst slot after this. Make of that what you will. Oh god, that's all I have. The best... Hang on, let's scroll back here. Actually, no, the best is currently Mass Effect 2, followed by Divinity Original Sin 2, followed by Lufia 2. Then Oblivion, then Pillars of Eternity 2. It's gonna be Lufia 1. There's no way it won't. All joking aside, I can think of 2 positives for this game, ever, on both axes, and I've already written both down. That's why I kind of hesitated. You saw me hesitate, right, Blade Jamal, when I looked at Oblivion. It's hilariously bad, Savacom, and death just puts you back to the last checkpoint rather than, you know, forcing you to go back to the save screen or whatever. Yeah, apparently what we just need is Secrets of the Stars 2. Okay, so hang on, let's heal. Wow, that's a lot of button presses to use a spell. We have 13 mana total if we were full up, which we of course are not, by the way. A spell costs 3. We'll see how that works out. mean, we do legitimately have precedents for so bad it's good. We do. We've encountered it before. So, that is the potential positive. It's so bad it's good. Yeah, a lot of 2s are good. No, Quest 64 was not so bad it was good, unfortunately. Ride to Hell Retribution will probably get that positive. Ride to Hell Retribution can be legitimately funny. Quest 64 cannot, and that's the problem. It's like I used to say, they're so bad it's good, and then they're so bad it's bad, and we are now poisoned. That's interesting. Yeah, there's a question. What's the gap between Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2? Let's see if heal gets rid of poison. Nope. We are just poisoned now. We do not have the ability to remove poison in either party. Yeah, I agree, Damashi. I agree. I have played this game before, although I have not beaten it. Wow, that is a hell of a gap, Late Jamal. One of these days I should sit down and figure out what the gap is between some of the sequels. Preferably just initial sequels, like 1 to 2. Because 80 is a huge gap. But then there's like the Psychonauts 1 to 2 gap, which is gargantuan. And then there's Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2, and... like, there's a lot of gaps that we've covered, and several of them are just... whew. Yeah, Lufia 1 to Lufia 2. Worst sequel I've ever seen? My first thought is, Lords of Shadows 2, but let me think about that. No, I actually like Matrix Reloaded and Dragon Age 2. No, I can think of much worse sequels than that. Highlander 2. That's a good example. If we're opening up to any sequels instead of a 1 to 2 jump, that changes it a little bit. I was thinking of just 1s to 2s. Final Fantasy 2 would qualify. Frankly, Dragon Quest 2 would qualify too. Sorry, Sonicon. So, I didn't think of Chrono Cross, because I don't think of it as a sequel to Chrono Trigger. However, speaking as someone who actively hates Chrono Cross, yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Red. Even Mega Man X6, which was a net negative golden number, is still dwarfed by Mega Man X7. Just dwarfed by it. We do not have enough to heal. Okay. Yeah, it's a big gap, Blade Jamal. Alright, let's go ahead and use a Plum Plum. I feel like there's a really, really good example of a game sequel that was just trash compared to the first one. And for some reason, it's just not hitting me. Kingdom Hearts 1 to Chain of Memories is a good one. That's a really good example. Random trash fight nearly killed us. Got 30 later, though. 55. So someone remember the number 209, please? Because I think it's going to come up soon. Yeah, exactly, Care White Noise. 1 to 2 really does change the, well, that's... I'm seriously going for that. Or we're just not gonna run and we're just gonna die. Okay, fine. We just got crit. We have 1 HP. And we're dead. So we did lose half our gold. There you go. That's what I was wondering. You die in the wastes, unloved and unmourned. You know, I actually don't know, Mr. Red. That's a good question, Ross. I'm not sure. Not even the sprite JRPG Carrion care about your decomposing. I can't do Ron Perlman. He's too good. He's too good. So I'm curious of something. Yeah, that's what I thought. As you'll notice, we are still at 3 HP and dying of poison. 1. Up. Alright, here we go. Hail Mary time. Run! Okay. Okay. Two. Oh, wow. This is funny. Got it! Okay, now let's swap. What HP? Poisoned? In the middle of a volcano. I'll get back to you. Yes, Django, although not to conclusion. I can't believe you remember that. I believe it was a stream entitled Some of the Worst Games Ever. And we just kind of ran through a few. Yeah. Hey, Uncle Save, so my friends are poisoned. Friend, excuse me. It's just one person right now. And all the slaves have to keep working, obviously. Is this... That's someone asking. That's it. Terrible SNES RPG. That's the video. I remember that. God. How long are you staying this time? Question mark. Yeah, no, I hit the grind wall last time. Almost positive. and said, well, that was terrible. Yeah, believe it or not, we haven't actually hit the grind ball yet. We're pretty close to it. No, this is not a Dragon Quest game, Savacom. Probably closer to 98%, Django. Non-exaggerative. Yeah, there's not a lot of encounter design in this game. So far, we've encountered one unique enemy. And we died to it, and then we couldn't fight it again. So yeah, one manually crafted enemy so far. Total. Now, you're probably thinking, Lore, why do you keep comparing this game to the old Dragon Quest? You didn't review them very well. No, I didn't. But they're still better than this. Someone do me a favor, look up what I gave Dragon Quest 2. Which I believe is the worst scoring of the three. Missile poisoning? That doesn't work, though. Yeah, I'm probably going to pull up the Lufia 1 review and just kind of refresh myself on some of these. Well, I hope you at least have fun at the casinos while you're there, period. And maybe get a nice buffet or two, period. Buffet is a real word, phone. I've never heard of the word buffet. Is that French? Or Italian? Stupid phone. Right. To the right. Right now, most of my grandmother's daughters are rotating who visits to make sure there's at least one person there to watch after her. She's still in recovery. Obviously, she will be for a while. Oh no, my sister's speaking fancy! I have no idea, Zactef. I can't do one-liners. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, this is another one of those games where most bosses become random encounters, too. That should be fun. These goblins, I swear. That's because the DS remakes are probably good, and I have to say probably because I've never reviewed them. Now, I've beaten 4, 5, 6, 7... excuse me, 4, 5, 6, and 9 on the DS, and I have beaten 7 on the 3DS. I never actually beat 8 on the 3DS, so I'm not sure how well that one holds up. Ooh, power! Power! Hang on, did we get full... No, we did get full mana. Okay, good, good, good. Then let's go ahead and use some of that. It's a bone! One bone! There are, I believe, a grand total of 4 combat songs, not counting the final boss, Django. There's this one, the song that the other party has. Both parties also get a boss song, and then there's the final boss. I believe that's actually everything. Oh, sweet, a Noble hat. I love Noble hats. That will change my stats to... So, hey, game. There's this thing where you can make the arrow go up to indicate that the stat goes up. Or, if that's the insane... What is this song? Or if that is insane, what you could do is you could color code them, because red usually means bad. In fact, the interface I'm looking at right now indicates red is bad. Right over there. I like how I'm a level 6 pennon, by the way. What's a pennon? Alright. But yeah, no, the Dragon Quest remakes, by memory, were legit. I don't know how well they'd review, though. Because I remember all 3 of the big ones were rather grindy. Yeah, that's another thing. Left to right instead of right to left. No, I know. Japanese. I'm just saying, interface design, this is not. Okay, so we're at 117 later. I actually agree with that. So let's jot down the, that while we're here. Oh my goodness. I love this song. This song is fantastic. Wait. Okay. Hey, an antidote. Wish I could give that to my other party. Speaking of... Alright, Cat Boo. It's time for revenge. I'm gonna heal myself. I'm gonna coma! Oh my god. That's evil! I would never cast coma! One cat. Boo! That's right. Some people... Some people cast sleep. I cast coma. It's a decent amount of later, so... Oh, this game's translation is so good. Have I written down localization for multiple negatives already? Yes, okay, good. Yeah, this is a triple negative localization game. All joking, all facetiousness aside. I can't think of a game I've seen localized worse than this that I've actually played. I've heard of games that are worse localized than this. Like, you know, All Your Base. I can't even think of the name of the damn game. Yeah, Final Fantasy 1 wasn't this bad. Dragon Quest was not this bad. Again, the original NES versions, obviously. In English... Just to be very clear about that. Zelda 2 didn't have a particularly bad translation. I know that sounds strange because it wasn't a good translation. But it still wasn't that bad, actually. Zero Wing. That's the one. Take off every zig. Now, you know a game that will not get negatives for localization? Castlevania 2. Now, you're probably thinking, well, but a lot of the dialogue is nonsensical and literally misleads you on what you should do. Yeah, so I didn't find out until substantially more recently. That's that way in Japanese, too. It's not a translation error, in other words. That's just how it is. Now, that's a different negative, because that's bullcrap. Oh, that's interesting, Damashi. They get some of it now. No, the meme tag. I mean, I'm not sure. Have we encountered meme games prior to now? Let me walk that back. Of the current list of review games, do we have something that would qualify? Because I know we've given the So Bad It's Good positive, but I don't remember where. No, X7 is just terrible. X6 you can meme on. X7 is garbage. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I should just pull up a list of the sites. It's not like I need to be paying attention for these fights. Like, I kind of do, because I need to be managing my resources, but... Sure, why not? Oblivion. Raise eyebrow. What? This is what we found inside Jeep Volcano here. Alright, hang on. We've got... Now there's a game so bad it's good. Hom 5. I'm joking. Don't kill me. Did we give that to Max Payne 2, or did we just give it the positive for, you know, being Max Payne 2? Sure. I don't think we really did have any So Bad It's Goods in the current list. I'm down to Hades at this point. There's Lufia, there's Mass Effect, there's Fallout, yeah. Fallout 2 is 39.44. It's a lot better than I was thinking it was going to score. Like, a lot. No, I don't think we gave Drakengard that positive. Anyways, right, I should probably save, at least backup save, because this is a boss fight. I'm Dr. Gary. I've been waiting for you, runner. Feel the wrath of my latest invention as it wakes Jeep Volcano and destroys the island. The wishes of Master Tom Cruise will be fulfilled. I'll destroy you along with Hard Island. Oh my god, look at this battle sprite. So here's the boss song. God, we do not have a lot of MP. It's me! He's got a robotic right hand. Let's see what fire does to him. $15 damage. Dr. Gary has blown gas! $7 damage. Okay. Dr. Gary has blown fire! That hurts. Oh yeah, here's your second manual encounter of the game, Django. The doctor's blowing gas at us. I'm just gonna auto battle. There's nothing I can do here. This is just auto fight and hope we get some good RNG. And we have leveled enough. We did not walk into this with enough MP to do anything. Oh, yeah, we're getting low. It's our last heal. See, I would disagree, Django, but I think I'm just being stricter about the definition. I'm actually struggling to think of another meme game off the top of my head. Hey, we did it! We leveled enough to beat the boss. Power. Learn Flee, level 1. No. Not yet. Yes, this counts as cutscene incompetence. If I'm going to ding Final Fantasy IV for it, I'm dinging this game for it. I flipped the explosion switch! Explosion. Can't be avoided. Viva Tom Cruise! Cutscene competence is actually a thing. It's rare, but it is a thing. It's nice to see it, too. And we're dead. The end. Oh, in this game? That's a good question. But everyone's dead. All dead. Yeah, you know what? I'll agree with that. Ace Attorney, that's an example. Although that game is awesome. What? Didn't I leave you with 1 HP poisoned? Okay, whatever. Are you with it, runner? My name is Bosun. I rescued you guys in the nick of time. Your father has been destroyed by Tom Cruise. Don't forget that name. You've said it like 20 times so far. You're destined to fight him one day. Yeah, he's the final boss. I get it. That is not what that looked like from the inside. That's just a biplane. In this world, there are 4 others with the destiny to become Aquatalions. Find them and fight together. Also find the 11 Custeras who help Aquatalion. When in trouble, they will fight for you. Gather all in this land and build a town. Jesus, dude, I'm like 8! Work with others and destroy Tom Cruise. Okay. Terrible, isn't it? It appears as though no one at Lycata remains. They all are dead. Are you gonna remain here? By the way, do you want to record your adventure? No, Uncle Save's fine. He's fine, he's fine. Build a town in 1 turn. Okay. He still has 1 HP and is poisoned. Hang on, I gotta know. Okay, it looks like you cannot die from poison. That would have been funny. Oh my god! The full heal didn't get rid of the poison. Oh my god. No, I have not, Giga. Sorry, I don't know. Why do you exist? Okay, okay, whatever. Do you want me to build the town now, or... That's a good question. When did Breath of Fire 1 and 2 come out in Japan? Please and thank you. Someone please look this up. I'm very curious. I'll start mashing through the combat a little bit faster. You know what? Django's correct about that. At least in Fallout, you could just work through the poison. Breath of Fire 1 was 93 in Japan, so alongside this one. Oh god, 7th Saga. The only SNES game that might surpass Secret of the Stars in negatives. God damn that damn game. I'm gonna say that one more time to make sure you realize I'm not joking. I know where this is. Hang on. Lamentation quality game on the SNES. 7th freaking Saga. Yeah, 7th Saga will probably surpass this, because Secret of the Stars is at least funny. And made by incompetent morons. No offense. 7th Saga is garbage. There's a reason I have the garbage tag. And there's a reason I don't give it out very often. I hate 7th Saga so much. And I just realized that Shihali's gonna hate me forever, and I apologize for that. Please don't hate me, Shihali. It's okay. I accept being wrong, but goddamn that game. Okay, so hang on. Winds is the name of this place. Nice place. You've, really touched up. Is there a place where I can get some antidotes, please? Maybe? Is there a antidote, like, thing in town, maybe? Or, some kind of, like, Pepto-Bismol, maybe? Please help Tina. I raised a child named Tina, although she is not my true daughter. Some time ago, a visiting soldier left her to me. She is a girl of mysterious purpose. Please help Tina. There are many enemies out there. She is too young to fight them. Her power is yet to come. Ugh. Yep, that's just our life. Oh, yeah. Sob. Bad. Burned the town down. My friends got kidnapped by Bad. Help us. Okay. Thank you. I'll be waiting for you at Old Hill. I've heard of that, Crazy Norse. I've never actually played it. Would 7th Saga surpass Quest 64? Now that's a good question. I don't know. Part of the problem with 7th Saga is it would be a very difficult game to properly review because you kind of would have to play it multiple times. Because of the different routes. As you can see, Bad destroyed the town. He came out of nowhere. I wonder what happened to the children. What? He came from Old Hill? Don't go there. Legend has it the mysterious curse exists there to keep people away. The shrine is especially mysterious. It's also very old. Someone should destroy such a strange building. Oh, God. So, you know my anti-grind mentality, Shihali? That's coloring a lot of my opinion of 7th Saga. No, Mr. Red. Because I forget who it was, but I picked completely the wrong character the first time I ever played 7th Saga, and ran into a grind wall before I got to the first dungeon. It was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try one of the other characters, and pick someone who's a little bit better, and ran into another grind wall before the first dungeon. But we can buy an antidote. You know what? Yeah, just buy the antidote, please. Thank you. Unfortunately, I don't remember names. She-Holly could probably help you with that a bit better than me. Okay, we're no longer poisoned. Yay! Oh, we have been beaten. Make tracks, guys. You don't know when Bad Bad will come to get you. There are the thieves who live in the south who live far to the south in the mountains. It looks like they ruined our town. This dialogue is impeccable. Tonight on Top Gear, Hammond gets poisoned. Ugh. James gets trapped in a volcano. Ugh. And I caused the destruction of a whole village. Listen, Bad Bad is the greatest of all villains. We know this. The Nasties! Oh, God. I mean, I can't do as this. I'd probably watch the hell out of that episode. Dr. Gari was a great villain. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, I need to write down dialogue while we're here. Just... We're out of the intro. I guess we could judge the intro. See, what I'm trying to think of is if I can think of an intro that's worse than this. On either axis. Let me think about this for a minute. No, if you remember Quest 64, the intro was the best part of the game. I talked about that several times. It was good enough to get not a positive. That's true, Silvercom. Hang on. I'm going to pull up the audit sheet, but I don't think we've had a worse game that we've currently reviewed than this. I'm going to double check here. Other than Mass Effect 3. I just realized Mass Effect 3 has a worse intro. The moment I say that, I'm like, oh yeah, Mass Effect 3. There you go. Although Mass Effect 3 didn't get 3 negatives to intro. It got more than 3. Mass Effect 3 was just a fractal of bad intro. Yeah, no, I think with that precedent set, I feel comfortable giving this game 3 negatives to gameplay to intro, and 3 negatives to intro for story. And I'm just gonna commit to that. Everything else is debatable, but right now that is 6 codified negatives. And I think I'm willing to go ahead and codify a positive, you know. So, plus to story. Obvious. Honestly, I think I'll go ahead and codify that one, too. Darn it, Bragwin. Do I need to buy you new RAM? Thankfully, RAM's pretty cheap right now, so that wouldn't be too hard. I actually want to be at my main party. Oh, different Overworld songs, too. That's kind of cool. Yep, that's the positive, Geludo. The dialogue is so bad, it is good. Technically. And I just realized there's a major game mechanic we haven't even encountered yet. Because we have yet to recruit a second party member. I know what you're thinking, but we have a whole other party. Yes, but we don't have a second party member. So I think the thieves are to the south. Savacom says, sorry, Bragwin. Even though you won't see this, I don't think there's anything to see. What do you want? This place controls the Victory Bridge. Without a key, I can't lower it. I just came to look. If you have no business here, then go. You don't have a key. Okay. Hang on, Breglin says, I can see chat, thankfully. Then she types 3 letters. L-O-L. I don't actually know what that means. Is that like Keck? K-E-K? I don't know. That's true. I could just green screen this whole game right now and put a better game under it. Then I can put, like, Final Fantasy 1 under it, and then green screen that overworld, and then put Dragon Quest under it, and green screen that overworld. And just, like, make this fractal of RPGs. Actually sounds like a cool idea now that I'm saying that out loud. That would really destroy the editor if I could do that. Oh, that makes so much more sense, Dark Day. Thank you. It holds the 4 powers of Pennon. Since it's difficult to defeat the spirits, return with friends and more experience. Man who inherit stars. This gate has been opened by Kustera. Go increase your power. God, I'm sorry to keep the opposite of gushing about this. The graphics are so bad. Like, they really remind me of early NES graphics. Not late NES. Early. Yeah, the other team's the Kustera, or Kusatera, or whatever. You'll never make it, Mass Effect. I mean, Mr. Red. What's your name now? Oh no, it's a zombie. Better backgrounds, I'll give you that. That's not even an argument, Dark Day. There are NES games that look better than this. Yeah, give me another month or so, time lost. Oh my god, we're dead. Yeah, we just died. We died to the zombie. That tracks. Which one you got your eye on, Bregan? Hopefully not the Mega Death thing that I bought. Seriously, don't buy the Mega Death. Oh god, that would be funny, Retu. Yeah, sorry, you're a zombie now. Or zombie, excuse me. Okay, I guess. Let's see. How many NES games can I think of that look better than this? So I can think of 4 right off the top of my head, with Mega Man 2 through 6. Then we added Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3, so we're up to 6. I would say Castlevania 3 looks better. So up to 7. How many look worse? Honestly, there are some really bad-looking SNES games, or excuse me, NES games. Like, really bad. How many JRPGs look better than this on the NES? Ooh, that's a tougher question. Uh-oh, it's a zombie! My one true nemesis. I would say FF3 looks better on the NES, personally. If nothing else, they do more with it. Hang on. I don't remember what Fire Emblem looks like and your link doesn't work, but hang on. Dragon Quest III NES. No, Dragon Quest III looks worse. And I'm pretty sure 1 and 2 look the same, so we could just say all 3 Dragon Quest games look worse on the NES. Probably because they didn't even start to really have their own aesthetic until 4. Or, no, 5, I think. Later 5. Not too shabby. Ah! Thank you, Shadow Machine. I will jot that down for Stray. Part of the problem is there's just not a large number of, whoops, NES JRPGs. Oh, back. Like, honestly, I can only think of the 6 off the top of my head. It's Bee Gees. Wow. Bow. Wow. Grr. Oh, that's interesting. We literally can't reach those beds, but... Hey! Like to buy from you. No, I'm aware of the TurboGrafx 16, but I didn't have the bajillion dollars to afford one. I was well off as a kid, but not that well off. Phantasy Star 2. That's an interesting comparison. Hang on. Let's do this here real quick. Phantasy Star 2. Phantasy Star 2. Oh, Dragon Quest XI is awesome, in my opinion. You know, being completely honest, I think Phantasy Star 2 looks a little bit better. It's kind of close, I'll be honest. But there's better color usage, better palette usage, and there's more details on, like, the buildings and stuff in town. As opposed to that nonsense. Bricks aren't that great, and the battle screen is kind of bleh. But it does have cool portraits, too. And yeah, the enemies are way better. That's not even a question. It's a good question. I don't know if Phantasy Star 2 has a zombie. Oh, hey, a person. Several people. Who the heck are you? You're one of them as well. Get him? With a question mark? Get him? Oh no, it's 3 bad men. Probably not Trahexia, no. There's no money in it. What Dragon Quest game would I suggest you start with? If you have access to it, the DS version of 4. If you do not have access to it, that sucks. We're dead, by the way. Just turbo dead. See, part of the problem is most of the Dragon Quest games aren't really accessible because most of them are on the 2DS or the 3DS. 1, 2, and 3 are on the Switch, but honestly, I don't even recommend you play those at all. They haven't aged super well. So, that leaves 4, DS, 5, DS, 6, DS, 7, 3DS, 8, 3DS, 9, DS, and then 11. So if you have access to it, 4 on the DS, and if you don't, just play 11. Not that we here at the Lore Wonders would ever suggest you do the extremely acceptable thing of emulating a game that refuses to be re-released. So sick of console locking. You know, I should probably pull up a walkthrough just to make sure this is where I'm supposed to go. Let's see here. There's the Dr. Gary fight. Yeah, no, the next battle is with the 3 bad men. That's the next step. We're supposed to be level 9 before we do that. We just reached level 8. What? What killed me? I didn't read it in time. He did an instant kill attack or something. Like, I didn't even see what it was. It was just, no, you're dead. I'm gonna have to check the VOD for that now. What the heck killed me? Hang on, let's see what our later is. 359. Okay, this random encounter gave us 13. That's actually not terrible, but that's still bad. Runner got stopped. What? Runner got stopped. Ugh. Well, here's our first grind negative, I suppose. Yeah, that's still 30 plus some odd encounters. Okay, the enemy was like, nah. Red light. What? Red light. Ugh. Also, we lose money each time we die, so that's cool. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. horrible accident recently with when I was playing peekaboo with my niece. They had to take me to the ICU. How does a color laugh? Hue, hue, hue. You know, I always get sad on Sundays, but the day before is a Saturday. No, it's actually from Final Fantasy IV. But, what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. There was a horrible accident in France recently. A cheese factory exploded. Debris is everywhere. Oh my god. So you know I like tea, obviously. Tea is amazing. You know what the hardest type of tea to drink, though? Reality. Actually, I'll agree with Shihali on that point. Dragon Quest I is very basic, but not really all that bad. The review for Dragon Quest I came out very neutral, but that's because there's just not much there. Now, Dragon Quest II, I'd recommend avoiding. I really feel bad for melons. They can never have weddings, so they always have to cantaloupe. I'm not sure how FF1 will review when we get there. It's just gonna be dad jokes every time we grind. That's just your life now. Okay, here's a PG-13 one. What did the bra say to the hat? You go on ahead. I gotta give these two a lift. Oh, me too, Dark Day. What did the snail say when he was riding on the tortoise's back? Whee! think I've heard this one before. Why don't seagulls fly over the bay? Because then they would be called bagels. Probably Crazy Horse, yeah. Oh my god! I was at the restaurant the other day. Waiter talks to me and says, "Hey, you want a box for your leftovers?" I said, "No, but I'll wrestle you for them." Oh, hey, I just found a joke from Mr. Red. I was planning on joining the Procrastinators Club today, but maybe next week. I'm sorry, I don't mean that, Mr. Red. I really don't. I'll make fun of Savacom with the next one here. Give me a sec. Okay, this isn't a Savacom one, but I gotta share this. So, driving around the cemetery, and the kid's like, "Wow, there's a lot of people buried there." And I was like, "Yeah, but all the people who live around here aren't allowed to be buried in that cemetery." So it's like, "Really? Why not?" Because they're not dead yet. How many telemarketers does it take to change a light bulb? It actually only takes one, but they have to do it while you're eating dinner. That's a joke that probably doesn't land the same as it used to. How do you get Pikachu onto a bus? You have to Pokemon. Ham Sandwich walks into a bar and orders a beer. Bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here." Why was the tomato so red? You saw the salad dressing. One time, Savacom was kidnapped by mimes. They did unspeakable things to her. Okay, that sounds bad now that I say it out loud, but I promised I'd make the next one about Savicom, so... The other day, Savicom walked up to me. Said she recognized me from her vegetarian restaurant. I was a little confused. I'd never met her before. What? So, I found a list of funny quotes from JRPGs. So, the first one's from Lunar, the Silver Story. There's nothing wrong with drinking. So what if my liver gives out? I always have a spare. Aren't you thinking about kidneys? Oh yeah. Well, guess I'm screwed. Glug, glug. There's another one from Lunar. We're close to Tabin's Peak, everyone. Keep your eyes peeled and your hands on your valuables. Ronfar, get your hands out of your pants! This one's from Disgaea. That is my favorite, or excuse me, my greatest creation. The body of Hercules, the fists of a dark karate master, the brains of mahogany, a famous witch, and to top it all off, a horse wiener! I'm more confused by this than anything else. No. Oh, Jesus. Damn it. So I was trying to find some specific JRPG quotes, and I'm having or it's not quotes, sorry, jokes. And I'm actually not finding any, which is weird. You'd think there'd be plenty. Oh my god, we hit level 9. We got a Leth suit. That's cool, right? It is better. It's hard to tell, but it is better. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. And now we're probably going to get stomped by the boss. Excuse me, mini-boss. No, you know what's going to happen? We're going to beat the mini-boss, and then immediately after it, without any time delay, we're going to be shoved into a fight that we have to fight as the other group. Who I remind you are back over in town at level, like, 2. Get him? It's okay, now there's only 2 bad men. I have no idea what that thing was, Crazy Norse. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Thank you. He was working for Bad Bad. Which one of them was working for Bad Bad? Using a dog pill, Bad Bad changed townspeople into dogs. Please destroy Bad Bad and return the townspeople to normal. The Bad Bad house is in the south part of town. What is this? My name is Tina. I am traveling. Oh, that star is? That, what? Ah! Tina became Pennon. Hi, Pennon. That star is... I have that one too. I recall my father telling me when I was young about 4 friends. We would all become Aquatalions and fight together. Let's unite, Runner. We'll rescue kids and destroy Tom Cruise. Well, she's level 1. She's level 1. I wish I could show off a low int run properly. That casino interaction is still my favorite, the one I linked in chat or Discord. Yeah, you remember when games had something like a catch-up mechanic? Or even Earthbound had a thing where enemies were specifically designed to catch up characters quickly as soon as you got them. But no. No, we don't get that. Let's see what her later is, shall we? $14. Hell's bells. Just go kill one thing. Let's do more grinding. Yes. Yes. Oh, God, kill me. Ah. Yeah, exactly. There's a reason when Paula joins your party, she starts with the plush bear. And almost all the enemies, all except one actually, in the area which you fight her, are relatively low level, but give a decent amount of experience for how easy they are to kill. level 2. We'll go forward with her at level 2. That would have been funny. Oh, hi, Tina. Whap! Actually, that's another example of starting a character at level 1, but they designed the game so it works. Cecil in Final Fantasy IV. Spoilers, but still. He starts at level 1, but he is custom built to curb stomp everything in the area when he gets to level 1 at. And, while we're on the subject, most of those things give pretty decent experience, and his stat curve is designed as such that his level 1 is kind of the equivalent of his previous form's level 20. So, yeah, no, that was also a well-designed example thereof. Let's go to Tom Cruise's... No, Bad Bad. We're going after Bad Bad right now. We're apparently playing Resident Evil 4 now. Why is she wearing a short skirt? You know what I love most about the Badmen? They're clearly wearing suits, complete with the fedora. And then they've just got broadswords. Oh, if only, Django. Oh, God. You know what? Honestly, I would kind of prefer Tommy guns, yeah. I would be okay with Tommy guns here. Learned Freeze, level 1. I was actually thinking about that, Von Falkenstein. It looks like the auto actually does use heals periodically. Uh-oh, it's an Echo Cat! I doubt it'll ever use offensive spells, but at least it'll use healing spells. That's nice. Oh, we got so many Crazy Horse, especially with the bad translation problem. Oh my god, hazardous and retro. You know what? I'll take it. I accept the damage. It is my fault for giving you, like, what was it, 30 minutes of dad puns? Oh yeah, that's not even a palette swap, really. That's just removing the color from the image. That's not a palette swap. You didn't swap the palette, you just made it grayscale. Gosh darn it. Yeah, we need to have the Sepia Cat next. Oh my gosh. I wrote this down earlier, right? Yep, here we go. So it says we should be... She should be level 10 before we fight the upcoming boss, and we should be level 12. Oh god, the very bad men. And then, of course, the not-so-bad men, they're actually worse. The whole point is that they changed their name. That's why they're so bad. Oh, I would never, ever dream of using the PlayStation 1 emulator. Ever, 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 ever. However, the best one by far, after extensive testing, would be... Oh, hang on. Give me a sec. Super bad man. And yeah, he's just got a Tommy gun. That's all it is. He's just got a Tommy gun. Is this it? No, that's not it. It's a relatively new one. It just came across my desk recently. It's really good. Of course, now I can't find it because I'm stupid. Is this it? No. Although there is EPSXE. That's not it. The RetroArch isn't actually an emulator, it's an emulator OS. I don't know what to call that. Are we still fighting this thing? It's dodging. So, this game had a lot of people put money towards it. Hang on, so I'll tell you exactly how many. 32 people put money towards this. And $987 got this funded. 854 of that was Savicom. Hang on, let's have it. Oh, never mind, we did it! I mean, in my experience, and I mean this with total sincerity, there are two types of runs that people tend to enjoy. Stuff I know very well and love to gush about, and stuff that's terrible that we love to bash. Anything in between tends to be boring, and that's the kind of stuff that I try to avoid and fail at, obviously, but... It's just grayscale. But, yeah, this game, I hope people will enjoy this particular run of this terrible, terrible game. Because this is a terrible game. Alright, so. Is it BizHawk? No. MU Hawk, maybe? Oh, wow, I didn't like that. Hang on. I want to figure out what this PS1 emulator we were using was, because it's a really good one, and we used it with Suikoden 1 recently. Come back. Where did the pumpkin come from? Why is Tina dead? What? What? I mean, we're gonna die. I think I'm just gonna accept that at this point. So, while we finish dying, I'm gonna keep trying to find this stupid thing. This is really bothering me. We're dead! Oh, thank God. We died. Is this it? Is this it? DuckStation. That's it. DuckStation. Where the hell is DuckStation? Why is it not here at all? Where is my copy of DuckStation? No wonder I couldn't find it. It's literally not here. Where the hell is my copy of DuckStation? Anyways, DuckStation is the best PS1 emulator, by far. I absolutely recommend that. Is it here? Nope. Where the hell? No, I wasn't reading chat, like, at all. I was browsing my totally doesn't exist emulation folder looking for it. It's got to be in here. Man, this is really bothering me. I need to figure out where the hell my DuckStation install is, because I was using it this year. This is not that far back, you know? You know, everyone chats like, you gonna keep playing the main? Eh, the game can wait. The game can wait. No, I probably should. I probably should be playing along with this. Oh, God, we're back here. Okay, okay. It's okay. We can heal. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Let's just... What game would I have in a prospective non-existent emulation folder? None at the moment. Is that a tag we can give, Savicom? Is that allowed? That's right, I need to make lunch happen too, because I didn't do that yet. Hollow Bird! Okay. Sure. I do like food comparisons, that's true. I'm just gonna install DuckStation. Tina fell asleep. Tina woke up. As a reminder, if she's asleep, she gets no experience. Because status effects. I'm gonna find my copy of DuckStation, by golly. Whoops! Or I'm gonna close the wrong folder. That is hilarious and terrible. Close this folder, please. Thank you. Just making sure she was alive. Did we not get... Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I was using DuckStation earlier this year, and it works really well. I know this because I kept bouncing back and forth. I kept showing off the difference graphically between Suikoden 1 and Breath of Fire 3. You remember that? That was DuckStation I was using to do that. Very legally. So legally. Like, I was covered in legality. Just covered in it. There's a shark game, Roman Care? Unless you mean Man-Eater, no. I'm gonna go with I do not know. I'm not Hoid. Eliminated Bone! I'm just picturing what that would feel like. Whew. And then, like, just bones gone. Not the rest of you, just your bones. It'd be worse than bone-itis. Oh, right. Not this way, the other way. Honestly, ghosts are not worth my time. It's true, hasn't it? It's just Article 10. Everywhere. Damn you, Badman. Yes, bone-itis is the Futurama one. That's different, though. And arguably worse. Eliminated Badman. There's so many jokes I could make there. I'm not going to, but, ooh, a lot of directions you could take that. Oh, God, that's a good question, Django. What if the way we get very bad men is if we have two bad men? And they fuse, like the cat and the pumpkin did. Alright, hopefully we can kill this thing before it turns into Pumpkin Cat again. Quick, kill the cat! Kill the cat now! No. We're not even dealing with that. If you're wondering, we can only hit that thing for 1 HP a hit. What, don't you put pumpkins on your cat's head? That's what I do. I go down to the cat's shelter and I'm like, hey cats, who wants to be adopted? And then rather than adopting them, I just put pumpkins on their heads. That sounds really mean now that I say it out loud. Wait, you can be a fan of me, Crazy Horse? Is that legal? Not what I was expecting you to say, Crazy Horse. I've legitimately heard that complaint before. Not sure that's ever going to change, but it is something I've heard before. I mean, hey, I pulled back on 2 hours a day. What do you want from me? Which mechanics of it? I'm sorry. Oh, the enemy fusion. Hi, Dream Whisperer. I mean, yeah, I wasn't really joking earlier. The moment they fused, the only solution was to run, because they were going to murder me. I've got to have it installed on some other folder. How do I lose an entire folder that I used relatively recently? Oh, it's right here. Why is it here? I found it, so yeah, Duck Station. Woo. No, in hindsight that makes perfect sense, but that's really frustrating. Also means I need to move a couple things around now. Make sure they're all in the correct folder. So let's just start this. Put this over here. Put this in here. We won the battle. Yay for us. I mean, we've already done that, Mr. Red. We started that this year. We didn't do a rumination on Elden Ring. I believe that's the first game we didn't do a rumination on. I'm not sure I'm going to do a rumination on this game. Because, well... I don't know. We'll see how I feel in about 3 days. Yeah, I'll just sit here with a list of dad jokes and just recite them. That's it. That's the whole video. And not worth it. Oh God, please don't suffocate. Difficulty curve. Let's go ahead and jot that down. Why can't we fuse yet? That just occurred to me. Oh, hey, we got Cura. Nothing happened. So that's Antidote. Why do I have to dance to fuse with people? God. I do want to get a pumpkin in my head. That sounds legit. I'm going to get to the end of this. And it's going to be like, use the other party member to beat the boss. And then I'm going to start crying. I mean, I don't know how far I'm going to get through this game without cheating. Really, I don't. But the scenario I just described is probably going to be the moment I start cheating. Like the moment it's like, hey, that other party, yeah, they need to be level 30. And I'm like, okay. I haven't actually tested any of the cheats. I don't know if they work. Alright, so let's see if we can do this. We're gonna kill it before it fuses with a pumpkin. You can quote me on that one. See? That's true, Crazy Horse. Hey, we only need to gain 2 more levels to be the recommended level for the boss we're about to fight. Keep in mind, there are no vendors to sell us gear. The previous town is destroyed, and the previous town is being manned by dogs. So we do not have access to a vendor right now to buy items or gear. Please think about that for a second. Now, in some games, they could use that to good effect. Maybe change up the types of enemies you're fighting, which are enemies which regularly drop items. Maybe make it so the enemies don't do that much damage, so they're scaled a little bit easier. Maybe make it so there's a bunch of treasure you can get to be able to offset it. Something like that. But no. Instead, we're just playing normally without access to vendors. And every item I've gotten has been from this dungeon. Also going to bring up dungeon design while we're on the subject of things. I mean, again, Tecmo just shoved this game out of the door. ridiculously quickly. Remember, FF5 in Japan, FF5 had already come out before this game came out. So they were racing to try and be relevant in the market. That's another good point. Vendor. Hang on a second. FF5, by a huge margin, has the most gameplay positives I've ever given a Final Fantasy game. Granted, that was under the old system, but I doubt that's going to change. Wow, that is barely an upgrade, but it's something. So, sure. That, you know, honestly, I don't know. Unlike some older games where I can actually really talk about the game design and the people who made it, I don't know much about the making of this game, other than what I've kind of already been telling you. We have 4 pages of inventory, which means we have 32 inventory slots total. $32. Notice that items do not stack. Do you see that? Antidote. Antidote. Items don't stack. Oh my god. Items don't stack. Oh my god. So anybody doing the guessing game? If you're guessing a positive number, you're wrong. There's your pro tip for the day. Guess a negative number. If you're wondering what negative, well, let me give you some figures here. So, give me a second. Hang on. So, Lufia 1 had a negative 17.23. It's probably going to pass that. So its biggest competition is Quest 64 at negative 32.23. So there you go. There's your range. Sorry, Salvacom. God, I don't know if this will pass Quest 64 either. That's a good question. I really don't know. That bug was killer! Alright, we're done. I apparently got a dagger at some point and didn't even notice. That is 2 additional attack power. We got a magic leaf. What the hell's a magic leaf? Also, this quest item takes inventory space, so that's another Earthbound problem. And we have 1 healing item. And we're still in the second dungeon. We've been in the second dungeon at this point, for all intents and purposes, for about 45 minutes. Rat Tail is an escape item, I think? You know, hang on, this doesn't count for save state purposes. This is just seeing what this item does. Okay, so I don't know what it does. It is not an escape thing, because it did nothing. Oh no, I think it's an escape item in combat. Now we got a moon drop. No idea what that is either. We got a plum plum. Why is it a plum plum? Yes, it's called info in-game, Subacom. Or lack thereof. Well, Tina's dead. Well, hang on. Drakengard here, I'll just pull up my website. Give me a second here. To lorerunner.com. I think I'd have right here, but for some reason I don't. Here we go, here we go. Come on. So, Drakengard. Give me a second. So, Drakengard had 18 gross story negatives and 33 gross gameplay negatives for a net negative of 14 and 30, respectively. Drakengard also scored negative 27.75. Oh, look at all these vendors I can't do anything with. If there wasn't this stupid house I could heal at, this would be even worse. Oh, it's that bad, Crazy Norse. Also, haha. You see, I have dad jokes. Jeesh. It absolutely does have that problem, Shiali, yes. As we're already starting to see. I can't even sell items in my inventory because I don't have access to a vendor. Wait. No. No. Healing in a bed does not refresh your mana. Hang on. This is either bad or terrible, and I'm not sure which. You are not worth my time. Where's my outdoorsman skill, what I needed? Okay, that guy's, like, seriously in the way. Level 4, by the way. Our other party is level 4. You know, we haven't actually hard saved in quite a while, too, so we should probably do it over here. Okay, that does refresh our mana. Oh, thank God. 1993, Damashi. The version we're playing came out in 1995. You know what? Actually, honestly, I'm kind of with you on that, Crazy Norse. It reminds me, there's a couple of games, only like 2, that I've ever covered that just don't have design. Not bad design, just absence of design. And it's always weird for me to analyze games like that, because I feel like when I play these games, I'm usually paying attention to all kinds of things all at the same time to try and, you know, catch what they're doing, where they're doing, how they're doing it. does it work for me? Does it work in general? Try to have some objectivity, try to have some, you know, fairness, etc., etc. And then when I'm playing a game without design, I feel like I'm throwing out hooks into the water, and I'm just getting water. It's the weirdest sensation. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just... So let's make another shot at the second dungeon in the game. I remind you. No, Resident Evil 3 Remake is a game that did not have design. I actually know there's others, I just can't think of any off the top of my head, but that's one right there I can point to immediately. Like, just an absence of design. It was the weirdest thing. X7, for example, had bad design. Quest 64 had bad design. Yeah, that's the other thing. Games with absence of design tend to be unmemorable. Frankly, I think if not for the translation of this game would be completely unmemorable. So we're just going to run from every encounter, even though we are, according to my guide, underleveled, because I want to reach the boss with as much resources as possible. I want to be as close to full health and full mana as I can. This will be a terrible idea, but I'm still going to try. Grab this while we're here. Get another Plum Plum. Thankfully, the run rate isn't bad, unlike the encounter rate. I mean, yes, Savicum, you're absolutely right, and that is one of the issues with, for example, not having a save or recovery point in your dungeon. There's a logic to having what is effectively gauntlet design. Not gauntlet the game, like a gauntlet, where you're supposed to consider the whole dungeon and the boss as part of one encounter. But most of RPGs like this don't do that on purpose. They just do that because they're doing that. There are certain raid encounters in World of Warcraft, weird example, I know, which do exactly this, where you have a line of trash and then the boss fight, and the line of trash is part of the boss fight. It's designed to limit your resources so that when you get to the boss, you are not at full tank. And then they design the boss so it doesn't hit as hard, doesn't have as much HP, but has other mechanics you have to deal with in order to compensate for that, and so forth and so on. And yeah, in Dungeons & Dragons, in a proper Dungeons & Dragons game, you'll see the same thing. Where the dungeon and the boss, if there even is a boss, is supposed to be all part of the same encounter. This is one of the reasons why it was considered such a big deal when, I don't remember if FF3 did this. I know FF4 did it. You know, so you remember in FF4, very beginning, SNES version, you're going through what is effectively the first, it's actually the second dungeon. It's when you get Tella. And there's a whole cutscene for, hey, there's a safe rest area. Let's go ahead and stop here, set up a tent, and then we get a little bit of backstory. But the whole reason for that scene was because they had to explain to the players what a save point was, because it was that new of a concept. The idea of having a midway checkpoint was so new. Yeah, I was pretty sure FF3 didn't have them because Final Dungeon. But that's why I hesitated, because I wasn't sure about that. And I'm not sure when the Dragon Quest started doing that. I mean, in general, most games didn't really do saves. Like, if you want to follow the progression of save design, it's actually fascinating. Because originally, games didn't do saves at all. They didn't have batteries built into the cartridge. So, a game with a save feature at all was considered revolutionary for several of the early NES games. Final Fantasy I, the first Zelda game. Because most games in that era, in the very beginnings of the NES, just didn't have saves at all. Super Mario Brothers, for example. Some games got around that by having passwords. The Castlevanias are a good example of that. But an actual save point in the middle of a dungeon or partway through like an encounter, no, that was something that didn't come around until the SNES era. It's late enough. I'm gonna go and order food finally. Just been sitting on it. I am astonished at this run rate. I really am. Oh yeah, Mega Man? They use passwords. It's another example of that. Sorry, give me one second. Let me just walk over here. Anything over here? Probably not. Waste of my time. But I need those items really badly, so we're gonna waste the time here. Oh yeah, Metroid. Another example of that. Got bread! Worth it! It's a healing item, so that actually is worth it. Punch-Out! There's another password game. We can actually come up with a lot of password games. You get my point. Oh god, I thought that was the last floor. You're right, Dragon Quest VIII doesn't have them. I didn't think about that until you said that, but I remember distinctly the dungeon leading up to the spoiler boss pretty early on, like at the halfway point of the game. And one of the reasons I hated that fight so damn much was specifically because there was no, like, if you had to do the whole damn dungeon over again when you died. Wow. I believe you can. Here, let's find out. Hang on. We're gonna do a. Okay, we're gonna do a this doesn't exist timeline really quick here, just to see what happens. Wow. No, this is literally just a waste of everything. Wow. I am gobsmacked by this game. This is absence of design right here. It doesn't... It's obviously doesn't lead anywhere. You can tell right here, visually, that it leads to nothing. You can't fall off it to get to some secret area. There's just... Oh my god, okay. Is this floor? Okay, that did not look like floor. Oh god, that hurts my eyes! Is that just me? By the way, this is still the same dungeon of Dungeon 2. We're still in Dungeon 2 of this game. You know what, honestly, I'm just gonna keep the run thing going. Oh, we got a hard suit. Hang on. Let's give her the hard suit. There's some frickin'... Oh yeah, here's another little funny feature. You can't... There's no L and R. There's no hitting right to try and go through the pages of inventory. You have to hit up. Except down in order to be able to access the other pages of the inventory. Oh god, I can picture that, Bragman. In fact, actually, hang on a second. Don't we have CRT mode in this? We might not. I might have disabled that. Because why would I ever turn on CRT mode? But hang on! Let's see if we can turn on CRT mode. Let's do it. Oh. Hang on. Is this it? Yeah! In all its glory. Oh, yeah. That's the eye cancer right there. Look, I know some people like scan lines, and honestly, no judgment, but this is physically painful to my eyes to look at. I do not know how people do scan lines. In fact, we're going to already change that back, because that's already bothering me. Good God. Oh, let's go. Where are we? 4x, right? Yeah, here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, there he is, the bad. Now, normally I'd save, but what's a save point? Hello? Who the heck are you? We're Star Fox. You'll never defeat, and there's a game that'll be so bad it's good dialogue, by the way. Star Fox 64. Did you ask for a dog pill? Aha! Ha 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 ha! You are something else, coming here to take something belonging to thieves. I'll destroy you guys. Is he a vampire? Are we fighting a vampire? Bleh. Oh god, it's the Neck Lord! So, I want to point something out. I have a spell called Fast, which increases my speed, and a spell called Slow, which decreases their speed. Explain to me the problem here. Let's see if you've been paying attention. Very good, Blade Terval. So, for those of you who weren't here at the beginning of the stream when I explained this, speed in this game only affects the turn order of the first turn of combat and nothing else. So increase, by definition, by the time you have cast Fast or Slow, you are past the first turn, and it literally does nothing. No, actually, Dark Day. Every turn past the first one, it randomizes who goes in what order. It's completely random. If what Dark Day said worked, and it locked in the turn order, then at least speed would have value as a stat. But it doesn't, because it's completely random. Oh my god, Flag End. I need you to take this gun. Be my angel, Flag End. Why, Mr. Red? I mean, I know that I myself posit and try to perpetuate the phrase, we drank sand because we didn't know what water was, but like, why? Yeah, one of the positives is it's so bad it's good. How much credit it gets for that is kind of debatable. Listen, Mr. Red, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. But only because I still remember to this day the first RPG Maker game I ever made. It was pretty bad. Now, in my defense, I was literally just learning how the scripting worked. So I wasn't actually trying to design a game at all. I was just trying to learn the code. Oh no, they're not effectively useless, Dark Day. They are 100% completely useless. Now, I know, you live in the modern age. You've heard of the internet. And that's why I'm re-emphasizing this. When I say literally, I freaking mean it. It does nothing at all. Literally does nothing. And that's the value of walking into that fight with full MP, by the way, which is why I wanted to do that. Hey, she's the level I was supposed to be for that fight. I'll never forget your face. Oh no! I took the wrong exit again. Gold, antidote, mag branch, aspirin, dog pill. No, I did not try Hexia. Meatball! Gold. Left shoes. For forgetting the pain of playing this game. We got the dog pill. The dog pill. Singular. Oh, wow. After that, our inventory is almost full just from that. Yeah, if you're missing that, by the way, that means any equipment that increases our speed is useless. What is an aspirin? What is a meatball? Okay, meatball's probably food. Meatball's probably food. Which means it's probably healing items, because all healing items are food. So, what I don't know is, what is aspirin and mag branch? Well, it's okay. At least we get a quick exit to leave the dungeon. Right? Oh, thank God. I was just waiting for that. Nope, wrong place, wrong place. Oh, you made it. Thank you. The people of the town can return to normal now. With the one pill you got. Scat the dog pill. What? Huh? Now the people have returned. Thank you, guys. I think that was supposed to mean scattered, but that almost makes less sense. Hang on. Let me scatter the bottle. This is BG's town. Thanks to you, the town has been restored. Oh, it's you. Thanks for changing me back. I used to be a dog. Change me back. Okay, lol. Being human is the best! Now you cannot plow the fields as a dog. I'm grateful if you're helping me out, but could you make me younger? Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't even process that. That's even worse than I thought it was. So you remember how we didn't have access to vendors? We also didn't have access to this save. The nearest legitimate save, as if we were playing on an SNES, to that dungeon we just did, was to go all the way back to the hub. The old hill. Think about that for a second. Wow! We're hitting fractals here of bad. That's how wonderful this is. Yes, I've codified so bad it's good. Or so good it's bad. Oh god, I wrote down so good it's bad. Whoops! A whole so bad it's good game? Yeah, Trine 3. If you get it, you get it. Great! I can now wear this dress again. I mean, you could have worn it before. Nothing was stop. Please get out of my way. Please get out of my way. Please, thank you. Oh. No, don't. There's a horrible monster hideout ahead. I'm the mayor of this town. Who are you? I see. You are the one who saved this town. All of us here appreciate it. But the Ringo brothers who live in the mountains may be stronger than you. This I fear. By Tom Cruise's rule, the Ringo brothers kidnap neighboring kids for experiments. What? You are going to destroy Tom Cruise, aren't you? I see. You are ancestors of Actos stars. What? Okay. I pray you and your party can destroy the Ringo brothers and Tom Cruise. Hang in there. What? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Huh? Are you Aquatillions? Yes. My name is Ryu of Kustera. I've been waiting for you. Let's fight together. I've spent a lot of this morning laughing, Jake Fake Snake Cake. But if I say that this game is good, I would be a liar, and I'm not a good liar. But this has been an enjoyable stream so far. We Kusteras are able to join up to 5, and there are a total of 11 Kusteras. Each has a unique ability. So let's unite and get the rest of our friends. Don't wait here, I'll catch up with you later. Actually, are you in the party now? Hey, Ryu has... That's fast! Just teleports over there. Check that out. That's impressive. damn it, Hazardous. Yeah, Ryu started at level 4. I'm impressed. Thank you, sir. I will never mistreat a dog. See you around, Savacomps. Drive safe. You guys did great. You destroyed that bad character. I wonder who is stronger, you or a townsman named Ryu. He is weird, but he was a brave Kustera warrior. Is anybody going to explain what Kustera is? In lore, I mean, I get what it is in gameplay. Hey, we can buy stuff. Actually, speaking of which, we can sell stuff. So, let's get rid of that. And and this. How bad is he? Now, we already fought the bad man. What if we encounter the very bad man? Then we're screwed. I don't know what half these items do. Can I get an explanation of what these items do? Okay, what's aspirin do? Remedy for illness. What illness? What's antidote do? Unpoisoned your body. Okay, what's restore do? Regains conscious state. Okay, so that's a res. Okay. So I think we got a restore in that. You know what? That's a good question. Hang on. Grab a hard save here. Give me a second. Let's see if we can find the manual for this game. There's a couple of sites that actually archive that kind of thing. Hey, what have we got? Okay, found the manual. Sorry, it took me a second there. Alright. This is a really weird manual so far. Man, this is drilling into my brain. Sorry. There we go. Alright. How to end your game. What? So the manual has several options. Map of the world, the story, the adventurers, controller options, beginning your game, how to end your game, general tasks and commands, yes, it's listed twice, other party options, modes of travel, battling enemies, spelled wrong, fainting, around town, buying and selling. What is Kustera? Magic. Techniques of using Unity magic. Some of the items on your way. Attack magic. Attack assist magic. Recovery reincarnate magic. Combined attack magic. Sorry, this is loading very slowly because it's an archive. Here we go. All right. Okay, the story. Here we go. With bright skies and bright promise, Heart Island seemed to be a place of never-ending happiness. On one fateful day, an evil force changed all that. Suddenly, skies were dark and optimism turned to hopelessness. Yes, the happiness indeed ended. A young boy, Ray, now struggles to understand the events in his life, past, present, and future. Ray's father suffered at the hands of the evil power that also shattered the tranquility of Heart Island. Thus he was raised into a world of uncertainty, a world of darkness. By searching himself, Ray now realizes he must seek more than just answers. He must unite in friendship with other young warriors. Together, these children will establish their own identity. No, that's not what that says. What it actually reads is, together these children will establish their own identify. With it, they will have to establish a new world and a new generation of peace. Now, without a moment to waste, this magnificent adventure unfolds. Ray! That's us. The hero of the adventure was raised without parents by a nurse named Sonia. He believes in and only seeks what is right. Yet he always seems to find himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. Being of good nature has brought him many friends. Tina, we've already met her. She is a mild-mannered person who seems to get along with everyone. A regular goody two-shoes, you might say. Her non-magic attack spells will provide great help for protection and recovery. Citation needed. Controller operation. Wow. So I actually complained about this earlier, but it says in the manual, the select X, Y, L, and R buttons are not used for anything. Now, that may sound like a strange spread of buttons, but please picture a controller in your head for a second and remove the L and R and the X and Y. What are you left with? You're left with an NES controller. Ah, that makes so much sense. It really does. Okay, so here's how you start the game. Make sure to put the pack into the SNES. Very important. Talking to others, using magic. Here's how you equip. Status. Star of Actos. This is the symbol of the hero who has awakened as a soldier and can now begin to use magic spells. Note, Gustera cannot attain Star of Actos status. Pennon. After the Star of Actos, heroes can reach Pennon status. Cool. This is how you swap. These are the barriers. Some party members can only interact with some barriers. Already covered that. Modes of travel. So technically spoilers. There's the airship for the hero party only. And the King Ocean for the non-hero party only. And then the final star airplane. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One moment. You need to see this. This is the final star airplane. Hang on. Hang on. Give me one moment so you can view the glory that is this thing. Hang on. There you go. Battling enemies. At various points, you'll find monsters. Yep. Yep. Okay, none of that matters. Fainting. You have fainted! If your HP has reached 0, you'll become faint. You can no longer fight in a battle. Oh no. You must treat your faint condition. If your entire party has fainted, you'll be completely destroyed. Your party will now return to the last town you've visited. We mentioned that already. You resume with all your experience points and all items, however you lose half your gold. We knew that too. Paralyzed condition produces the same result as faint. That's probably what happened earlier with the zombie. Around town, there are various items and shops. You can go to the item shop to buy items and weapon shop to buy weapons. There's apparently a bank, which we haven't encountered yet. Here's how to buy. Here's how to sell. Sorry this is taking so long. What is Kustera? The Kustera are a bunch of friends who help you in your adventure. There are 11 Kustera with different abilities. When you enter a town, make sure to speak to everybody. One of the Kustera might be hidden. There's a thief, a warrior, a wizard, an archer, a ninja, a warrior, a fighter, a priest, a samurai, a doctor, and a witch. Nice. Whenever you've met more than 5 Kustera, you may register them at the Kustera registration place. Select characters to exchange or register with a cursor and press. So that's party selection. Okay, cool. Listen. So this is a Wendy's. Oh god, it has rockets. There's magic. So there's personal magic. Then there's unity magic, which we don't have yet. We need to be Banalette in order to cast unity magic. I don't know what that means. Okay, so yep, unity magic. Yep, I know how that works, believe it or not. Kustera's magic. The non-hero party also has some magic users. They master spells without relying on the power of the Actostar. However, their magic is just not as strong as the hero's party. Aww. Why do they exist, then? You don't have magic as strong as me. Why are you alive? Let's see here. Oh. Okay, items. Check it out. Plum Plum, HP. Vita Plum, which we don't even know. Rabbit's Tail is how you escape from a dungeon. Twig allows you to get back to town. Okay. Teleporter lets you revisit a town. That's cool. Leaves. Okay, that gives us a low encounter rate. That's cool. Ornament. Only some can wear this. Hat. Only some protection, but better than nothing. Bunny shoes. Any man or woman wearing the suit will have the look of a cute bunny girl. Ustera cannot equip it, however. Okay, so it's listing some of the equipment, right? So we've got chainmail armor, gloves, fangs, it's claws, a gas mask, which helps against poison attacks, a Vulcan, which is a rare modern weapon that can fire in rapid succession. Yes, it's a minigun. A riot gun, it's a shotgun. Short sword. A yo-yo. A hammer. This is in the manual. I don't know if any of this is in the manual or not. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we've got freeze spell, fire spell. Looks like they're the same relative power. We got the heal spells. Yeah, if we could just dual wield Vulcans, that'd be great. Apparently you can do combined magic spells too. God, this is loading extremely slowly. I'm back in the modem era right now, just waiting for the JPEG to load. Okay, looks like that's it. And on that bombshell, no, I'll stream for a little bit longer. Let's at least finish up this town. Because we need some friggin' gear, am I right? The villainous Ringo brothers live in the west part of this town. They are followers of Tom Cruise, and many children are kidnapped by them. Destroy them and rescue our children, please. So apparently my third dungeon will be in the same town. That's interesting. Druid poison, a 5 druid. Oh, so apparently illness is just a status effect. Over here. Right. Let's see what we can buy. Surely we can buy some new stuff. We could get the short sword or the mid sword. Oh, hey, it actually says she can't equip something. Holy crap. Okay, so let's get a mid sword for us. And a short sword for her. And we've already got hard suits, so... Sorry, the shirt sword. Sorry. I swear to God that said StarCraft for just a second. That's barely an upgrade. Wow. Oh God, what do you want to bet this isn't an upgrade? It is. Barely. Barely, barely, barely. That. And get rid of that. What's a mage branch? Excuse me, a mag branch. I didn't see that in the items I was just looking at. In the manual. Whatever. Now, if you're noticing, our mana's only about a half, so let's go restore our mana, shall we? You know what's funny? I'm not sure how well StarCraft will actually review StarCraft 1 when we get there. But it's probably going to be a net positive score. I would imagine. Probably. Probably. You know, I can believe that, Hazardous. Like, that's just a thing. Hey, we found this magic branch! Where'd you find it? Oh, just out on the road. Now that'll be interesting. How big do you think the gap's gonna be in score between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2? Because that's probably gonna be at least a jump. I don't know how big of a jump, but it's definitely gonna be a jump. Now, we can't keep running. I'm so sorry, Eitri. I'm guessing heavy, medium, and light. Oh. I mean, congrats, Eitri, but you are bonkers. You are absolutely insane. Just so you know. This doesn't look like the west of town, but okay. Ringo House. That barrier can only be gone through by the other party. My other party, which is level 4. And on that bombshell...